Hello, this is Caitlin from Stitchy's World. I've put together 32 free crochet bunny patterns that are all 10 out of 10. I would make every single one of them. I've sorted them into categories, so feel free to hop around this video. Let's get into it. Alright, so the first category is bunnies for beginners. So I'm calling these my no fuss bunnies. So this first bunny that we have is the mini bunny Amigurumi by Loops and Love Crochet. And they are so cute because they're a little pair of bunnies, and I like the idea that you can have not just one bunny, but you can make one with a friend. So one's got a cute little bow tie, one's got a little bow in the ear and a skirt. So I really liked that one. Next up, we have the Ballerina bunny, and isn't she so cute? She's really long legs and really long arms. I really like her little tutu. If you have a little bit of tulle laying around, you could sew that around. They're just so adorable. Next up, we have Toy Bunny, and I'm not exactly sure what is so cute about this one, but I think it's the shape. It kind of reminds me of a little doughboy bunny, and he's just so sweet. The embroidery is not too difficult on this one. Don't let embroidery scare you. I think the eyebrows so far up the head just make him look so cute and endearing, and I think anyone would love to receive this. Next up is Bunny Rabbit Amigurumi with a change of clothes. I go nuts for any animal in overalls. I don't know what it is, but this bunny has an option for wearing overalls or a dress, and it is just so cute. The bunny itself is a very simple form to put together. The clothes are probably what's going to take most of your time, but they're just so sweet. I think they're definitely worth it. Next up is Finn and Lola. There's something so cute about their matching, coordinating scarves. I love these bunnies. If you want to have bunnies with footwear, this is the option for you. They look like they're the best of friends. Maybe they're brother and sister. Maybe they're just friends, but they're just so sweet. And I think that floppy body is really cute. This is not one that you want to overstuff. Next up is the Zip Zip bunny. And this one is really similar to the bunny, to the toy bunny that we saw a couple bunnies ago, except that it looks like the legs are hinged and attached separately. So that's a little bit different kind of a construction. If you don't mind sewing some pieces together, this will come together very quickly. And you can dress them up also just by putting a little bow tie. Even if you don't want to like crochet a bow tie, you could always just tie a little bit of ribbon and put one stitch and secure it onto the neck or the ear, depending on where you want to put it. So cute. Next up, we have Some Bunny in the Hood, and this is such a cute little bunny rabbit. If you know someone who's always wearing a hoodie, this is going to be the perfect little Easter bunny for them. It doesn't have to be Easter, just a bunny for them in general. I think he's super cute with the hoodie on, or even without. He reminds me a little bit of the Trix rabbit, and maybe that's because he's crocheted in bright white yarn. But of course, you can use any color you like, even color changing yarn, sparkle yarn, rainbow yarn, whatever suits you. And the last bunny in our Bunnies for Beginners No Fuss category is the Amigurumi Friendly Bunny. And this is by Callie Dolly. And these bunnies, this bunny, I should say, is a real simple construction. You're gonna make the body and then go halfway and make a leg. Then you go back and pick the other leg. The arms are sewn on, the ears are sewn on, but it will go together so quickly. This one has a cute little pom-pom tail, which is a great detail. And one of the things I love doing, and I only just started doing it, is putting a little bit of blush on the cheeks, and this one has that too, that option if you use a lighter colored yarn. So I really suggest this pattern. I think it is just so classic and will work in any kind of situation, any kind of yarn. As I mentioned a little bit earlier, I go bonkers for any animals in overalls. So I made a category in this roundup for bunnies in overalls, and we have 3 bunnies to look at today. So first we have Mike the bunny. Now Mike is definitely working in the carrot patch. He's wearing his overalls. He has a carrot stuck in his pocket and a basket on his back to collect carrots or maybe Easter eggs. Who knows? I love his floppy ears and his big puffy cheeks in the front with his nose. This one is definitely going to have a little more detail, so that's why he didn't fit into the no fuss category, but he's so cute, especially in his buffalo check. I love Mike the bunny, and I think I might have to try to make him. Now, this bunny is the Berry Patch Bunnies, and this is from the Grayson Yarn website, and she actually has many different bunny and springtime and Easter patterns to choose from, but I particularly really liked just the Berry Patch Bunnies full size. She also has the mini. This one's not exactly overalls for the full size. He's wearing kind of dungarees and suspenders with a bow tie, which is so cute. They also have some cute little decorative features. I'm not sure if all of the patterns on her blog are free, but I did verify that the Berry Patch Bunny Boy and the Berry Patch Bunny Girl are free. This next one is a unique shape. The head is done on a different axis. So normally we're starting from the top and we're crocheting down. This one, you're making an oval kind of egg shape, but it's attached to the head in the other direction. So that gives him a nice long face. I love his closed eyes. The embroidery is spot on. The overalls are perfect. They cross in the back. They have a little embroidered stitching just like denim would. And he's got a little bunny tail. He's adorable. I really, really love him. Well, I'm sad to say we're done talking about bunnies and overalls, but we are about to talk about some really girly bunnies. So these are bunnies with frills and accessories and just super cute. This first one I have for you is Pretty Bunny with floppy ears. She has a little tam on her head with a pom-pom. There's detailing in this one that to a level that we haven't seen in some of the other patterns. She has little shoes on. She has a flower, she has ruffles. If you're making this for a little girl who might be dressing up for Easter, you might even make the colors match her Easter dress for added cuteness. This one's got a real interesting nose. I'm not exactly sure how it's made. Also, this one has a nice shaping. Both the cheeks are going to puff out a little bit because of the shape of the head, but the eyes are also sunken in a little bit. And the way you do that, it's very simple, is by running some yarn through and hiding it so that it cinches the eyes in a little bit. That's a great technique to use on any of your bunny patterns if you want to give it a little bit more shaping in the face. Our next girly bunny is so sweet. She looks to be done in plush yarn. I'm not sure. This is Bruna the bunny. She is real simple, just two colors. Her body is one color, and then her outfit, which is just a top, which is part of the body, I should say, and a bow. And I love the floppy ears. There's something so sweet about her floppy ears. Now, this is one you wouldn't want to probably pull the eyes in. I think it looks cute just the way it is with the real wide set and the nose almost directly between the eyes. And I think she'd actually go together pretty quickly since it looks like you don't have too many pieces that need to come together at the end. Next up is the Ballerina Bunny. Now, we do have two ballerinas in this roundup. This one is by Callie Doll, who we had mentioned earlier. I love the detail that Callie put in this bunny. She has a little flowered headband, which makes her really unique, and her slippers that actually have the straps that cross up over her ankles to make her look like a true ballerina. Next up is Sophia the rabbit. Sophia just looks so cute. It's something to do with her eyebrows and her little eyelashes. Her eyebrows are up high and they're kind of tilted up in the middle, and that gives a real like Disney face cuteness to her. And her eyelashes coming out the sides are just a really nice detail. Her dress is beautiful. It looks to be made separate from the body, and there's a little ruffling detail in a contrasting color, which also shows up again in her flower up by her ear. If I made her, I probably would not be able to give her away. I'd want to keep her for myself. Next up is not actually a bunny, but she's trying to be. This is Crochet Rubby Bunny Girl Amigurumi. This is a free pattern from the Lovely Craft website, and she's so adorable. I couldn't help but include her in this pattern. I love her purple hair. Any pastel color hair would be so cute this time of year. And her little bunny ears on top are adorable. I love the detail of the little purple flowers at her waistline that also match her shoes and of course her hair and her eyelashes. I can't believe she's free. And this is the final bunny in our girly bunny category, the Sakura Kimono Bunny by Sweet Softies. I love Sweet Softies designs. I'm always finding her patterns when I'm doing these roundups, but the detailing is just gorgeous, and the pattern writing, I'm sure, is top notch. This designer is a well-published designer. I think you're not going to be disappointed with this one. Okay, this next category is colorful bunnies, and they could fit in other categories as well, but I really liked how bright and colorful and springy they felt. So this first one is Amigurumi Bunny by MKRHO, and she's super cute. I know in the picture it shows her with a dog. The dog is not included in the free pattern, but if you want to make the dog, you can purchase it from her website. I love the colors. I just think she's adorable, the way she's all dressed up in her shoes and socks, her little tee with a jumper over it, and a flower in her, well, we can't say hair, a flower on her ear. All right, Spring Bunny. I don't know what it is about her that makes her so sweet, but she is just adorable. She kind of looks to me like she might show up on Peppa Pig. Maybe it's something about the way the eyes and nose and mouth are embroidered on her. I love the striping on her outfit. It's just another little detail that sets her apart and makes her a lot of fun. I've never seen embroidered eyes like this, and I think they're really unique and really kind of cute. There's something even a little bit vintage looking about this pattern. Next up, we have Trixie Hop's Bunny Rabbit. She's super colorful, which I think makes her really fun for if you're trying to put together an Easter basket. She's got a little bit of detail, just two little bows, and I think her jumper and her pants are going to be super easy to put together. You don't even have to make the dress to go over top of the bunny if you don't want to, but I like that detail about it. Next is Bunny Tanya. Tanya is ready for spring. She has a little hat and dress that match. She's got the floppy ears that are so lovable and the really long limbs, which I think is so cute in a crocheted bunny. Okay, this next category is egg-like bunnies, eggheads. So these are bunnies that if you're super ambitious, you might make several of them and hide them around, and it would be so cute. So this is the mini Easter egg bunny. All the bunnies are shaped just like an egg with ears and arms and legs coming off of them. They have different striping and designs on them to kind of make them unique, just like you had decorated Easter eggs. The one has a little fedora on his head, and I can't get over that. I'm in love with these bunnies, and I'm probably going to make one or two. Now, here's another designer that happens to pop up a lot in my roundup videos. This is a bunny egg by Jen Hayes, and this is a real simple bunny that you could do in just one color. If that's all you wanted to do, you could do a little contrast inlay on the ears if you'd like. You could do as little or as much embroidery as you would like, and it would be fun to make several once again and kind of make them all just a little bit different. This next one is the Little Easter Bunnies by Joanne Jordan. I love these bunnies because of a couple of reasons. Their shape is so cute. I feel like they're more potato shaped than egg shaped, depending on how you stuff them. They have little feet to help them stand up. Their embroidery is just so unique. The big noses are a great option. This reminds me a little bit of like, there used to be a book series when I was in first grade that was like the Little Miss Sunshine, and then there was like Mr. Grumpy and different characters like that. They kind of remind me of those characters in style. Now this pattern is a little bit unique. This is the Crochet Bunny Pockets. And the reason I like them is because you can actually use them as if they were refillable plastic Easter eggs and stuff little candies or goodies inside of them. I love that you can use scrap yarn and just use whatever colors you have. Maybe you have some pastels. They would be fun to hide around and find, or they would be really cute just to be stuck in a basket or just as a gift on their own. Our next pattern category is garden bunnies. So these all have like a nature outdoor theme. Maybe they've got fruits or vegetables or working out in the carrot patch like Mike earlier. The first one we're going to look at is Tota the bunny. I'm going to say that's how you say his name. I'm not exactly sure. I really love his outfit. They're almost like he's wearing overalls, but he is wearing a striped shirt, which is so cute. He's got a little scarf on because sometimes it's a little bit chilly in Easter. I love his carrot crossbody bag. That is just so adorable. And you could put like a couple of jelly beans in it maybe. Now this next one, the Bunny Rabbit Amigurumi by Lindsay Rowe. This could also fit in the bunnies and overalls category because he's technically wearing at least suspenders. He is over here in the garden category because he's got a carrot. And I'm pretty sure that the carrot is included in this pattern. If not, it's probably not too hard to figure out how to make. He's so sweet in the kind of earth tone yarn that was chosen. And I know that this designer writes really good patterns and often has video tutorials for new techniques because I started making Ingrid the octopus. When I went to her website, I realized this was the same pattern designer. Also, I need to mention it's really cute that his little tail's poking out from his overalls. Next, we have Bluebell Bunny Doll by Sweet Softies. She's so adorable and she has a crossbody bag, but it's a strawberry. You could honestly do her dress in any color. I think this theme kind of makes her look a little bit Alice in Wonderland, but whatever colors you want are going to be adorable. Just the trim with the waistline, the trim at the edge of the skirt, and the collar are so cute. And she's wearing her little ankle socks too. There's so much thought that went into this pattern that I'm sure it's a joy to make. Now, the last one in our Garden Bunnies category is the Strawberry Bunny. And I think this pattern is actually more strawberry than bunny, but it is so cute. I had to include it. Just the way that Bunny is like clinging to the strawberry and poking their little head and ears up over. It's so adorable. I think this would be a fun one maybe to put some pellets in or something to weigh it down a little bit. The strawberry top is just perfect though. Very true to form. Some of the strawberries that you can get at the grocery store are probably as big as that one. All right, our last category is super fun. I only have 2 more to share with you. It is bunnies making a scene. This first one is the Bunny Bum Mason Jar Cozy. It is the crochet pattern you did not know you needed. So if you want, you could put this together and just entertain yourself all spring long. It is supposed to look, I think, like he's got his head stuck down in a hollow tree because you can see the roots coming out of it and the grass around it with little candies scattered. It's adorable. I think it would be such a fun centerpiece. I'm tempted to make this. And the last pattern in our roundup for today is the Traveling To family. This little bunny family that lives in the carrot house is so adorable. I love the little windows on the carrot house. They're little portholes and the little door, and they're all so tiny and just adorable. They're all crocheted in one color each, and then a little contrasting embroidery floss for the insides of the ears, the details on the face, and they're so cute. I don't know what else to say. If you were counting along, you might have noticed that I only did 32 patterns, but I do have a 33rd pattern, and it is the plush bunny doll, and I think she's just adorable, very simple, not a large rabbit, so it'll probably go together pretty quick. Now, I felt bad that I forgot one, so I do have a bonus bunny for you today, and it's this guy. Nope, this guy. How cute is this little guy? He's one of the first bunnies that I did, one of the first amigurumi that I did, and it was a tutorial on YouTube. I just dug deep into my history, and I think I found it, so I'm also going to link that. And it's just called Hop into Crochet, Make a Bunny Amigurumi Crochet Doll DIY Crochet Amigurumi Tutorial by Odinka Lasaninidi. I don't know if I got that exactly right, but this bunny is so cute. I used color changing yarn for him, and this was before I realized that you had to really make sure to stuff a lot of stuffing in the neck. But I kind of like that he flops. Like, he's just so cute. So that's all 32 bunnies. I hope you found the perfect one that's gonna hop onto your hook. So let me know in the comments below which bunny you're going to make first. And if you liked this kind of a video, please make sure that you like and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any. Happy crocheting!